It's time to review Luke. I am your father. No, it's not true. It's not possible. Hey guys, me host Superstar. Thank you very much for tuning in. Look what I got. This is the 40th anniversary version of The Empire Strikes Back Star Wars Black Series Luke Bespin. Whew, that's a mouthful. This is to commemorate the 40th anniversary. This nice big card back in replica of the Empire Strikes Back figures from the Black Series in the classic design packaging. This was from Comics and Cocktails. I'm not sure if you've been following along on my Instagram and stuff, but I did have a little issue with mine where I was reviewing it and the arm fell off. But luckily, Comics and Cocktails have very kindly replaced it for me thanks to the defect. And yeah, we've got this nice new figure, so big thanks to them for sorting that out for us. And yeah, if you want to pick up one of these for yourself, head on over to Comics and Cocktails website. I'll leave a link in the description. Right guys, let's break him out of the packaging. Oh, he is free. Yeah. Okay. We've got his lightsaber, we've got his gun, and we got Luke. Yeah, this one's better already. Awesome. Literally, I took the figure out of the packaging the other day when I was reviewing it, and this arm just went poing, just flung off. I'm like, okay. But no, we have Luke here properly now, guys, and look at that face sculpt. He's not bad. It's not the best. It's not the best, but it's not as bad as some of the others have been. It looks a little bit. Why does it remind me of like one of those faces they do when they do like a... You know when you watch National Geographic and they're looking at early man and they find a skull from like a million years ago and they like reenact what it would look like? Why does it always look like this? I know he just looks a little bit... He looks a little bit dead behind the eyes, doesn't he? Let's be honest. He's a little bit dead behind those eyes. But there it is on a ball's race. You can't make him look down as well as up, left and right. From a side portrait it doesn't look too bad. So when he looks straight on him, he just looks a little bit goofy. His arms do lift up at this top hinge and they do also rotate. Ooh, very stiff hinges there. Arm has a rotation at the hinge as well. Sorry, there's a single elbow hinge. And the hands are on ball joints. There is some waist swivel there as well, so you can crunch him around on that waist swivel bit. His legs do lift out all the way, as well as forwards and backwards. Not hindered at all by this costume piece. It does lift up and down with him. There's plenty of give there. There is a top thigh cut there, as you can see at the very top. There is a double hinged knee there as well. No boot cut, but the feet are on rocker and pivot. If we take a look at the feet as well, there are little holes on there as well. So you can use a stand if you want to, although I don't know why you would. Black Series tend to stand pretty well on their own. So not a bad look actually. It does come with his lightsaber as well, which is now that new thicker lightsaber hinge. Sorry, what do you call that back? The blade is a lot thicker this time around. Although it's still attached to that very flimsy little button at the bottom that always makes me cringe when they fall. And you can, if you just slightly rotate that out. Oh, come on. You've got to be very careful because these will snap. But if you take that off, then you've actually got the hinge. Then you've actually got the... I keep saying hinge. Then you've got the lightsaber itself, and you can unblade it and put it on his belt here. Although, let's have a quick look. Because of where the blade is and where the actual display bit is, you're going to have a few issues connecting it. Because it's a very soft plastic, so it's very pliable. So when you're trying to hook it on, the plastic of the lightsaber is actually a lot stronger than the plastic on the figure. Meaning that it just pings off. So if I show you again, look, if I try and attach it, look. The plastic from this just bends too much, so you have to try and get your thumb behind it to hook it on. But it's nigh on impossible. And even when you do attach it, as soon as you move the figure, it just goes flying off. So I'm not into that at all. I usually have mine handed. Have the blade in his hand rather. Here's the gun as well. It's just a plain black. There's no steel wash on it or anything like that. The silver at the end does have a nice little bit of silver and black in it though to make it look a little bit worn and stuff, but it is nice. And he does have a hinge. Why do I keep saying hinge? I just need to stop talking today. And we can put it in here in his holster, where that will sit nicely. I'm going to get so many comments saying the word hinge. I can see it coming. And then the little plastic piece goes down and just pings it back together to keep it nice and sturdy. Let me go ahead and just put the lightsaber back together here by just popping the two pieces together. There we go. Like I said, that lightsaber blade is a lot thicker on these new ones. They were a lot thinner, these blades. But they have replaced them quite nicely. I still need to work out how to replace the blades in Photoshop to make them look a little bit more realistic lightsabers. Haven't worked that out yet. I know there's a lot of people on their action figure photography have got really cool lightsaber effects. I need to work out how to do that. So that's his gun hand, sorry, because that's where he's got his... He's got one gun hand because he's got the trigger finger, whereas the other doesn't, it's just rounded, so that's going to be the lightsaber hand, isn't it? So let's go ahead and pop that in there. And there we have it. Got his lightsaber and his gun hinge there, hilted. Let's hit it again. So there it is, guys. There's the new Luke Skywalker. What I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to go down to the desk cam to give you guys an up-close personal look at this Luke. Yeah, we'll take a closer look at him and see what he's like up close and personal. So let's do this. Alright, guys, here he is out of the packaging, looking pretty swish. I'm not liking that face sculpt, guys. I'm really sorry. I'm just not. A lot of people have talked about how good the face sculpt is on this figure, and I'm not the biggest fan. I do like the blue lightsaber, though. I like the fact that it's a lot thicker now, so it does look nicer on photography like this. The blade does look a little long, but I don't know. Is that about right size? But the figure itself is very, very nice. It's the first time I've ever had a Bespin Luke. I never got one when they first came around. I like the hilted gun as well. Holstered gun. Jesus Christ, Sorrel. Holstered gun. Then that can have his hand sort of leaning back as if he's going to unclip it and use it. I kind of like that. But the figure itself is very nice, and I'm glad they've made it. I just wish at some point we would get a Bespin Luke from the ending of the battle, you know, with Darth Vader and stuff, where he's got the black eye, his clothes are ripped, he's missing the hand and stuff. How cool would it be to get that figure? Like a battle-damaged Luke. Would be such a cool figure to own. It'd be so iconic as well to have like the removable hand bit. And then to put, you could have like a little stopper piece that you put on the end of the arm to make it look severed and stuff. That'd be gruesome but awesome. If they could do it so well. And a lot of collectors would buy it, I'm telling you now. But in this collection, guys, they also did give us a bunch of other figures in this line, but I own most of them. So the Han and the Leia I've already owned from previous figure lines. 8080 Driver I've had for a while. And the Yoda I've got from the archive line still to open. So Luke was the only one I needed from this wave. I am happy though, because in the next wave we will be getting R2-D2. And I'll finally have a Black Series R2-D2, because I never got one as a part of the first 440th lineup. And I cannot afford to pay the second-hand prices for a Black Series one. So, can't wait to get hold of that R2. But guys, what are your thoughts on this Bespin Luke? Is it a figure you're going to be getting in your collection? Let me know in the comments down below. It's kind of one of those figures that's a very iconic figure. It's definitely needed in every Star Wars collection, I really do think. So, let me know your thoughts on it, and what do you think of that face sculpt? Let me know in the comments below. So now that we have this Luke as well, I'm very much excited to say that I will be able to do the overview of all the Luke figures that we own in the collection. I will get them all out over this weekend and film something for you guys. So you should have something early next week where I will look at every single Luke Skywalker action figure that I own from the Black Series line. And we'll take a look at Luke's. I've still got Luke's land speeder to review as well as Rey's speeder. So if there are things you want to see as well reviewed on the channel, please let me know. We've still got Bosk and IG-88 to review as well, and I think I've got Yoda as well to review from the archive line. So if you're interested, please let me know. But guys, thank you very much for watching. As always, I'm your host Superstar, and I'll see you in the next video. May the Force be with you. Bye.